Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Strap in, because the Singapore GP 2025 was packed with drama, upgrades, and plenty of off-track gossip. From car updates to driver battles to contract rumors, we've got everything you need from the Marina Bay weekend. Let's dive in. Red Bull is continuing to develop the RB21 with significant upgrades, including a new front wing with increased camber for more load and improved flow stability, and a larger top-body engine cover for better cooling. McLaren looked flawless on race pace, but after a tough qualifying, the damage was already done in a hard-to-overtake track, while Ferrari continued to struggle with low-speed, high-downforce circuits like Singapore. Mercedes showed that when things click, they can dominate a race. The car still has potential, but they need to find consistency. After a tough start of the weekend, George Russell dominated the race, taking the win from lights to flag. Mercedes finally had a much better weekend, and George made sure everyone knew the car can still deliver when everything aligns. Max Verstappen finished second, despite some car troubles. The kind of recovery drive that reminds you why he's always in the conversation for the championship. And Lando Norris, he grabbed third, but not without sparking some controversy with teammate Oscar Piastri. Speaking of Piastri, he ended up fourth, still a solid haul for McLaren. But let's not overlook the big headline. McLaren clinched the 2025 Constructors' Championship right here in Singapore, with 6 races to go. A dominant season and a massive morale boost for the team. Kimi Antonelli and Charles Leclerc finished 5th and 6th, and Lewis Hamilton struggled with brake issues and a penalty for cutting corners, dropping him from a strong position. After a grid penalty for illegal rear wings on both Williams in qualifying, Carlos Sainz fought his way back into the top 10. And yes, this was the first F1 race officially labeled a heat hazard by the FIA. Cockpit temperatures were hitting almost 50 degrees Celsius, and some drivers had extra cooling gear and ballast. Talk about tough conditions. And about the cooling vests, the FIA might make them mandatory for 2026, though Max Verstappen has already voiced opposition, saying they're uncomfortable and drivers should have the right to choose whether to wear them or not. Now, let's get into the spicy stuff. Oscar Piastri reportedly has a clause in his McLaren contract that limits race priority for Lando Norris. That lap 1 incident where Norris passed Piastri? Piastri was not happy. He called it after the race never what we want, and over team radio complaints of Norris banging wheels with him. But he also promised to review the data to understand what really happened. Meanwhile, George Russell still hasn't signed his Mercedes extension. Toto Wolff says the talks are in the detail stage, and good things take time. Russell himself emphasized that signing a contract is a big career decision, so patience is key. McLaren's management, led by Zak Brown, is celebrating the constructors' title, but also watching the Norris-Piastri tension carefully. Their so-called papaya rules, the framework for managing driver competition, will be tested in the remaining races. And of course, the rumor mill is spinning with Christian Horner. After leaving Red Bull, he's reportedly checking out possible returns to F1, calling team owners, exploring seats, but so far nothing is official. Aston Martin and Haas have both denied anything concrete. There is even a remote possibility of a 12th team joining in with Horner being the front man, and most likely a co-ownership. I guess we will find out sooner or later. So what should we watch in the next few races? McLaren's internal dynamics with Norris versus Piastri could define the rest of the season. Is Verstappen still in the hunt for the championship with 6 races to go, 3 sprints races, and a deficit of 63 points? Will Mercedes finally lock its lineup for next year, or will rumors intensify? And that's your full Singapore GP 2025 recap. Drama, heat, strategy, and plenty of off-track intrigue. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the rest of the season is shaping up to be absolutely wild.